Hi, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read you a story, and this story is called What Do You Do with a Tail Like This? I wonder whose tail that is. It's pretty long, isn't it? So, in science, we are learning about physical characteristics of animals and plants. Today, we're going to focus on animals. So, physical characteristics, something that the animal has that that helps them survive. So some animals have these long tails, and we're going to look at different tails of animals, and we'll look at their different body parts to see what kind of characteristics these animals have that help them. All right, this is by Steve Jenkins and Robin Page. So this is the cover, right? This right here is called the spine. That's the back cover. All right. What do you do with a tail like this? Here is the title page because it has the title, the author, and the illustrator. Here we go. Animals use their noses, ears, tails, eyes, mouths, and feet in very different ways. See if you can guess which animal each part belongs to and how it is used. At the end of the book, you can find out more about these animals. Oh, look at that. There's a fish right there. What kind of characteristics does he have? He has a little nose right there. And he has just a little hole for his nose. He has a big eye so he can see underwater, right? And he has this mouth that he uses to eat his food. What do you do with a nose like this? Oh my goodness, look at these noses. Think of whose noses these are. I bet you that's a dog. What do we think this one is? Elephant. Here's a flat one. It's called a flat bill. Platypus, maybe? Crocodile. Who has a nose like that? Maybe a mole? Let's see. If you're a platypus, you use your nose to dig in the mud. So look at, he has this flat bill nose so he can dig in the mud. If you're a hyena, it wasn't a dog, it was a hyena, you find your next meal with your nose. So he uses his nose to sniff. If you're an elephant, you use your nose to give yourself a bath. So his nose is used for a bath. If you're an alligator, you breathe through your nose while hiding in the water. And he has little holes for his nose. If you're a mole, you use your nose to find your way underground. Those are all different types of noses that help these animals do different things. All right, here's our next one. What do you do with ears like these? So the next physical characteristic, ears. So we have some ears here. Whose ears are these? What? Looks like a cricket or a grasshopper. His ears must be on his legs. Wow. Oh, look at this. I think that is a whale. This looks like a rabbit. Maybe a hippo. And I think that's a bat. Let's see. If you're a jackrabbit, you use your ears to keep cool. So his big ears help him keep cool. If you're a bat, you see with your ears. Oh my. If you're a cricket, you hear with ears that are on your knees. Oh, could you imagine your ears on your knees? If you're a hippopotamus, you close your ears when you're underwater. Oh. And if you're a humpback whale, you hear sounds hundreds of miles away. So they have really good hearing. So all of these animals have ears, but they all do different things for them. And some of them are all in different places, like on their knees. All right, let's see what the next physical characteristic is. It's a tail. What do you do with a tail like this? So, ooh, that looks like a scorpion tail. That one looks like a giraffe tail. I wonder what a giraffe does with his tail. This looks like a monkey, maybe a chameleon or a snake. Ooh, that looks like a stinky skunk. All right, let's see what these animals do with their tails. If you're a giraffe, you brush off pesky flies with your tail. If you're a skunk, you lift your tail to warn that a stinky spray is on its way. If you're a lizard, you break off your tail to get away. Ooh, so if someone's getting him, you'll break his tail off, and then eventually it will grow back. If you're a scorpion, your tail can give a nasty sting. That's how he protects himself. And if you're a monkey, you hang from a tree by your tail. So all of these animals have tails, but they're used for different things or in different ways. I wonder what's next. So we've had a tail, all right? We've had ears, and we have had a nose. So let's see. It is eyes. So now we're talking about their eyes. What do you do with eyes like these? That looks like maybe an eagle, a frog. I wonder what that thing is. Maybe, I can't remember, a bush baby or some type of monkey? I don't know. What do you do with eyes like these? Oh, look at those. Some type of toad maybe, or a lizard. Same with that. Let's see. If you're an eagle, you spot tiny animals from high in the air. If you're a chameleon, you look two ways at once. If you're a four-eyed fish, you look above and below the water at the same time. If you're a horned lizard, look, he has horns on him, you squirt blood out of your eyes. Oh my goodness. If you're a bush baby, you use your large eyes to see clearly at night. Wow. So they all have eyes, but they use them in very different ways. Isn't that neat? I wonder what's going to be next. What do you do with feet like these? Whose feet are these? Oh, that could be some type of animal with hooves, like a sheep or a goat, maybe a giraffe. Oh, look at that. Maybe a cricket or a grasshopper, some type of bird, maybe a monkey or a chimp. Oh, maybe a frog. Let's see. If you're a chimpanzee, you feed yourself with your feet. My. So they feed themselves. If you're a blue-footed booby, you do a dance. Oh, see, he has webbed feet. He does a dance with his feet. If you're a water strider, you walk on water. Oh, it's a water strider. He has long legs, and with his feet, he walks on the water. If you're a gecko, you use your sticky feet to walk on the ceiling. So his sticky feet helps him walk on the ceiling. And if you're a mountain goat, you leap from ledge to ledge. So look at, they all have feet, but they all use them very differently. Ooh, let's see. So we've done feet. Now we are doing, what do you do with a mouth like this? Oh my, look at that mouth. That's a long mouth. That looks like a snake. Fish. Maybe a bird. Looks like a bill. Maybe an insect. I wonder what this could be. Something that has a long mouth. Let's see. If you're a pelican, you use your mouth as a net to scoop up fish. So you see that big mouth? He opens it up. If you're a mosquito, you use your mouth to suck blood. Ooh, that was a mosquito. If you're an egg-eating snake, you use your mouth to swallow eggs larger than your head. If you're an anteater, You capture termites with your long tongue. So you have a long tongue that comes out and he scoops up those ants or termites. If you're an archer fish, you catch insects by shooting them down with a stream of water. So look, he spits water at the insect, and then the insect gets wet, falls in the water, eats them right up. So all these animals have mouths, but they use them so differently. And then this page will tell you even more about every animal. So those were the physical characteristics that we were talking about today. We talked about the animal's nose and how, even though they all have a nose, they use it very differently. We talked about ears and how, even though animals have ears, they all have them. They all use them in different ways. We talked about tails and eyes, feet, and mouth. So now you're going to do an activity where you have to match animals to their physical characteristic. And you'll get to make your own animal and put any kind of physical characteristic that you would like on that animal. All right. Bye, boys and girls.